So that'll do. Close enough. So I've currently changed vehicles again, and I've got my head out of the gun current of the Unimog. I'm Paul. You may have heard of me. Most people haven't.
Telephone, cigarettes, relieve the stress. Cup of Jack, I'm immune to fact. I can't stay, I need to say what's on my mind. We fuss and fight, yeah, all night. This is insane, no more games.
G'day guys, Paul, Perth FourbeeFour Adventures, and welcome to another one of our adventure videos. Today we are doing another coastal run from Ledge Point all the way up to Cervantes, and I am in, you can't quite see it from here, I am in my Uber Jeep again today because still no vehicle for me. However, if I schedule things right, this video should be dropping on the day where the Hilux goes into ARB for its fit out. So hopefully next week I shall have the Hilux. Now, on this run we are going to hit some of the softest beaches in Western Australia. There's one particular one between Lancelin and Wedge that is renowned for being super soft. And we weren't quite sure what recovery gear to bring along with us on this one. So we brought that. That should get us out of trouble, shouldn't we? So let's have a quick look at the... we're doing something a little bit different today. We're not out with the normal crew. We are out with the West Coast 4x4 recovery crew. So that's Sean and Sarah in their Unimog. There's my Uber Jeep just there, and we've got quite a few other vehicles with us too. So we'll just have a quick walk around the Unimog just so you can have a look at it. So what tyre pressure do you run?
Same as you guys.
So you go down to 18, 16?
I'm a little bit more, 25 front, 20 rear.
25 front, 25 rear. There you go, 25 on the front and 20 from the rear. Now they are 46-inch tyres on that thing, so takes a little bit extra to get the air out and no doubt to get it pumped up. So if we get into trouble today, we've got that. So there we go. Nice big winch on the front. High ab on the back. So you get into some serious trouble. Multiple tyre deflators, look at that. That's how you do it when you've got 46-inch tyres. And I believe in and amongst all that gear there is a 20-ton winch. So there is actually a walk around on this Unimog. I think it's available on Off-Road TV. I think Darren and his crew did a walk around on that. So if you want to have a look at it, you can jump over onto that channel. Otherwise, we'll see how we go today. So there's a bit of a look at the vehicles we have with us today. I haven't counted them, but I believe we've got somewhere around 11, 12 vehicles. So with that many vehicles on this beach run, somebody's bound to get stuck. So we'll let them all drop their tyres down and then we'll get underway.
Just a little bit harder. Heartbeats just a little bit faster. The sweat begins to drip. You're thinking this is it. You're gonna burn for this. 'Cause you can only run so. Is a virtue, they all wanna hurt you. Can't hide your guilty conscience. Somebody knows what you did. So smile and act like you're okay, but you're running out of friends in this place, and you can't hide your guilty conscience. You could take it all back now. Can't sleep without dreaming you're found out. You thought you covered your tracks, you swore you buried your racks, but you can never relax. You don't know what's around the corner, and the quiet always.
Alrighty, that's the first section done. We are now at Lancelin. Got to put a bit more fuel in the Mog because obviously it runs a bit rich. First section not too bad. Beach was a little bit soft here and there. I even found myself riding shotgun in a patrol there for a little while, which is very unusual for me. But I'm back in my Uber Jeep now, and we're just stopping for a bite to eat in Lancelin, and then we will go out the other side to the off-road area and jump back on the beach there, where the fun will begin, I can assure you. So you can't drive the beach all the way to where we're going. Obviously you have to get off, go around the towns, through the towns, whichever way, because most of the towns you cannot drive directly through on the beach, and there's no tracks around because obviously the town's a little bit too big. So where we have to, we will jump off the beach, but and then get back on the beach as soon as we can. So we'll see you guys when we get back off road. Alrighty, we are back on the road now, and we are going through the Lancelin off-road area, and I am back in my Uber Jeep. Everybody has had their morning tea at the local Lancelin bakery, and we are back behind the Mog now, trucking through the little coastal track before we jump onto the notoriously soft beach at Lancelin and head towards Wedge. So we will see you up the beach, and hopefully somebody will get stuck.
Not us.
Not us, no. Although, you know, if we suddenly stopped in front of someone, they might get stuck, mightn't they? We wouldn't do that, would we, Gary?
Possibly. It's Andrew behind us. Be careful.
Andrew? No, we wouldn't do that to Andrew. All right, we'll see you at the beach.
Yeah, this is gonna haunt you, at least until they got you. Can't hide your guilty conscience. Somebody knows what you did. So smile and act like you're okay, but you're running out of friends in this place, and you can't hide your guilty conscience. Can't hide your guilty conscience. What was that behind your back? Don't you hear those footsteps? Fate never forgets. Can't hide your guilty conscience. Somebody knows what you did. So smile and act like you're okay, but you're running out of friends in this place, and you can't hide your guilty conscience. Can't hide your guilty conscience.
Well, so far so good. A couple of narrow spots along there, a couple of soft spots, but not too bad at all. Tide is on its way out, so high tide was 8 o'clock this morning, and we are now currently sitting at 11, so tide is well and truly on its way out. Apparently it's beer o'clock, and we're just stopping to wait for everybody else to catch up, and here they come. And there we go. Time to get 11 o'clock. Is it too early to get something out of the fridge to drink? Apparently not. So, Sean's just kept going up the beach. Alright, cheers. Apparently it is beer o'clock, even though it's only 11 o'clock. But that'll do. Close enough. And I'm not driving, so it doesn't matter. Sean's just sailed straight past, as you saw. So we're now going to try and catch him up. But the beach isn't too bad so far. I mean, as I said before, this beach can be notoriously soft, but it is the end of summer, approaching winter, so I wouldn't try and do this in the middle of winter, because it does get pretty ordinary, but not too bad at the moment. Alright, let's see if we can catch Sean up.
But no one's calling, fly to New Orleans. I'm tired of stalling, need to be performing. I don't care if you don't want it, no more warnings. I can't pretend this is the end. This is the last time that I say goodbye, that I make you cry, that I say you're. This is the last time. Won't apologize, won't apologize, won't apologize. This is the last time. Dressed to kill. I wanna take another, but I never will. I beat again, wash my hands of all the dirt and pressure that you put on them. I can't stay, I need to say what's on my mind, what's on my mind.
Alrighty, well here we are at Wedge Island. Made it all the way through with nobody getting stuck, very surprising. Some narrow sections of beach up there, but quite firm as long as you stay on the high side. A little bit narrow in some sections for the Mog. Hey Tabo! Nutcase dog. A little bit narrow in some sections up the top, so the Mog had to drop down on the low side, but I can assure you it's a one-can trip from Lancelin to Wedge on the beach. So there you go. There's Wedge Island. We were here a few weeks ago. If you remember, we did the trip from here up to Groves, which is part of this trip. But this is a covering a bit more ground on this trip with a few more vehicles. If you have a look behind me, we've got all those vehicles with us there, and not one of them got stuck. So there's Wedge Island over there. And I might see if I can get, oh, the water's actually not too cold. I thought it was going to be freezing, but it's not too bad. Might see if I can stick the drone up and get some footage from the air. Alright, what an awesome spot to look around. I actually managed to fly the drone out to the island because there is very, very little wind down here at the moment. What a cracking day. Absolutely beautiful. Just look at the ocean behind me. Not even angry at all. But here's the Mog. We'll just have a quick look inside the Mog while everybody's having their lunch, eh? Never actually been inside this thing, so we'll have a quick look. Check this out. This is the work bus. So if ever you need a recovery from West Coast 4x4 recovery, this is what they drive. And check this out. That is the gun turret. So, and it actually has a rifle holder in here somewhere still. But we'll stick our head out here. There we go. Look at that. Outside the roof. Not a bad little sunroof, eh? It's alright. There's the hatch just there. And we'll just film. Although I've left my dirty footprints on his seat, so I better get them off. But yeah, what an awesome little rig, eh? It has got the gun holders in here somewhere. Yeah, pretty awesome little rig, eh? There we go. Now I've got to get down out of here without breaking my neck. So there you go. Shame we haven't had to use it just yet. Nobody's managed to get themselves stuck, but we've still got a little way to go, so we might get somebody stuck yet. Alright, we will head on up the beach shortly and carry on this awesome adventure. Coming up in part 2, Sean tries to bog the Mog. Andrew gets on the weed. We try and roll a 200 series. We break a Land Cruiser.
I've got one mechanic here. For all I know, the car could be electric. It's got a battery.
And I find a secret stash of ginger beer.
Right.
Oh,
You're right.
oh, it's alright, ginger beer. You can throw that at me any day.
Yeah, you want some? Yeah, a little bit warm.
Thank you all for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters.